The strongest prison on earth has no bars, no walls, no guards. You carry it wherever you go. It's built from thoughts you never questioned, stories you kept repeating, labels you accepted, and limits you inherited. The tragedy isn't people are trapped. The tragedy is most people don't know they're imprisoned. Imagine a man born inside a cage. He grows up there, sleeps there, eats there, lives there. Eventually, he stops trying to escape. Not because the cage becomes stronger, because it becomes familiar. Most people call it comfort. I call it conditioning. You weren't born believing you weren't enough. Someone taught you. You weren't born fearing failure. You learned it. You weren't born believing success belonged to someone else. That belief was installed. Your mind is a software. Every repeated thought writes another line of code. Every emotional experience reinforces it. Eventually, the program begins running automatically. That's why people sabotage opportunities. Not because they lack ability, because their identity rejects outcomes their programming doesn't recognize. The body follows the mind. The bank account follows the beliefs. The relationships follows the standards. Everything visible follows something invisible. Most people spend their lives rearranging furniture inside of a prison. A better job, a nicer house, a newer car, a different city, but never question the architecture of the prison itself. You cannot outwork an identity that refuses to change. You cannot outperform beliefs that quietly work against you. The battlefield isn't your schedule, it's your subconscious. Every morning, before your feet touch the floor, your mind begins replaying yesterday. The same thoughts, the same fears, the same excuses, until one day you interrupt them. You ask one dangerous question: is it actually true? Not, what do I feel? But, what is objectively true? That question has freed more people than motivation ever will. Because truth destroys illusion. The moment you realize a limiting belief, it begins losing authority. Not because life changed, because awareness has changed. Awareness is the first crack in every prison wall. Then comes evidence. One disciplined morning, one uncomfortable conversation, one finished project, and one promise kept. Every action contradicts the old story. Eventually, the evidence becomes stronger than the actual belief. That's transformation. Not positive thinking, accurate thinking. You don't replace fear with confidence. You replace lies with proof. Your mind believes what it repeatedly experiences. Give it a better experience. Read better books, lift heavier weights, build stronger habits. Surround yourself with people whose standards challenge your excuses. Every environment writes code. Every conversation installs software. Every habit updates your operating system. Ask yourself this: who wrote the beliefs you're living by? Did you, your parents, school, fear, failure, social media? If someone else has installed them, you can uninstall them. That is freedom. Not escaping the world, escaping the version of yourself that no longer deserves control. The strongest people aren't the ones with the fewest fears. They're the ones who stop believing every fearful thought. Because thoughts aren't commands, they're suggestions. And you decide which one becomes your reality. Today, don't fight the prison, rewrite the blueprint. Because once your mind changes, the cage disappears. That is the art of self.